Okay, so 4600 GLX. First of all, this is a product that is kind of like a Swiss Army knife. First of all, we're going to start working on a vehicle. So it's a calendered film. You can laminate it with an intermediate cast laminate, which is going to give you a little more flexibility and stability, though, after the application is done. Really nice. Or you can also use calendered laminates like 3420, for example, with it as well. So made for doing partial vehicle wraps. So when we pull the liner off, we can see, of course, that it has an air egress system. I don't know if you can really catch that in the light there, but you can see a pattern in the adhesive. It's repositionable enough to get the job done. And then, of course, even if I get bubbles like this, I'm just going to try to purposely put some bubbles in it here. And you can just touch them out with your finger. So very easy to apply, even if you get a little bit of a problem started there. And if you need to snap it up, it will snap up. Now, not as easily as a flight technology product, but for partial wraps on vehicles, it's absolutely perfect. And it's a cost-conscious product as well. It's a calendered film and will lay flat here, no problem. It's a 5-year printed film, 3-year in zone 2. So it's going to do almost everything you need on vehicles, except for wrapping bumpers and some of the harder spots. Remember we said the Swiss Army knife thing where it can do more than one thing? So also floors. So let's come down here in this area right here and do a little floor application as well. So because this has X-Scape technology, it still has air egress. So if I do get a bubble, I'm going to purposely put some bubbles here. Again, you can just touch them out. Makes your application super easy, but it has enough initial tack to be able to stick well to a floor. And as you can see, we have a texture in the floor a little bit. We have some lines in the floor that we might have to overcome. Maybe there are some things some wear and tear on the floor that you want to cover up. And off we go with 4600. It's going to cover the floor beautifully, stay down well. You can see that I'm coming up against the edge of the film and it's not lifting, so you don't have to worry about that. And of course, if you're using 3220 or 3420 as the overlaminate, it's UL approved for floors, for slip resistance. So perfect for floor graphics when you put it with that laminate as well. Okay, so now we've installed on a vehicle, on floors. What about walls? So here is a painted wall-like surface. It's a door, but it's the same idea exactly. And again, we have X-Scape technology, which is allowing for air egress, easy, fast applications, nothing to it at all. And you can see that I'm not even having to put tension on the film. It just lays down in front of the squeegee. Even though you see that it looks like there could be a little bit of pre-tacking here. Nope, not at all. I can still go ahead and install this whole thing very easily. And no bubbles or anything, because just pushing the squeegee across the film with the air egress system is able to move all of that air out from behind it. However, if you have to reposition it, it is still repositionable if you need it to be. So if you aren't 100% sure of the alignment, you want to snap it back up and lay it back down, you certainly can. So it's a very versatile wall graphic film as well. Now, if you look at the texture of this has been painted with a roller, so it's not a perfectly smooth, but it is what I would call level 5. And of course, this is going to do really well here. If we bring the camera over a little bit to here, you can see that this is a textured wall, and this is a little bit too much of a texture for a calendered film like 4600 GLX. So we want to stick with lightly textured walls like this, painted smooth walls, and this is going to be the final blade in the Swiss Army knife. Vehicles, walls, floors, you can wrap it all.